We're back again, episode 3 of Chords and Choruses.
Third week.
Yeah, you know this.
No, it's gone kind of quick though.
Mm-hmm.
Third week. Yeah, it's gone kind of quick.
Yeah. I'm just glad we're back doing it again. Like we're sticking to the plan. Yeah.
I feel like the planning took longer.
Yeah.
Than recording and getting it done and stuff.
Like we getting the routine. It's getting there. I like it. You know, a few teething issues here and there, but you know other thing.
There's always gonna be problems.
But yeah, obviously shout out to you man being here. Obviously Andre in the building, Slim in the building, myself, Rebel Simpson. Yeah, and like you guys should know by now, we're here to talk about music. You know what I mean, like everything surrounding. And obviously there's been a lot of music this week as well. It's like I'm actually enjoying the fact that we've got different things we could come in here and talk about.
Like, Friday was busy for me. That's okay. Yeah, obviously should have Kanye's thing was supposed to drop.
Oh yeah, Donda.
I'm hoping it's gonna come this week, but I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know. Like, he kind of keeps his things quiet anyway. It just drops, innit?
I'm not waiting for Kanye's album. I'm not waiting for Donda. I'm just, when it comes, I'll listen to it. Like, and anyone that knows me knows I do love Kanye, but at the same time, the last album, I can't even remember what it was called, admittedly.
That was the gospel one, isn't it?
Yeah. I wasn't really keen on.
Jesus is King.
That's it. Yeah, I wasn't really.
Jesus is King.
I wasn't really feeling that.
Yeah, I had like 2 songs that I liked from him. Yeah. But I think he's gonna be on a new one. Jay.
Yeah. I saw. He supposedly got a verse ready in like 2 or 3 hours.
It was like 4 hours before his what's that thing called? Release party. His album release.
Yeah. The big launch in the stadium, the Mercedes-Benz stadium.
4 hours before that. I don't know what to think of it, really. I'm interested to hear it. Definitely. I think that's the main reason why I want to hear Kanye's album, really.
I don't know. Part of me feels like at this point, and I'm not knocking Kanye. It just feels like he knows how to market what he's doing very well. But I'm not necessarily impressed with everything that Kanye produces in this time. Yeah, but Kanye, I love Kanye, so like I know that there'll be instances where he has something that does reach, like cuts through with me in it. So I just leave Kanye to do Kanye, like because Kanye's on his own.
He's
journey.
that character.
You know what I'm saying? He's on his own journey.
A bit here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
The reason I'm interested about with this album is he's off the plantation and that. So
sugar.
I want to see if it makes a difference.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
That's what I was thinking. That right, he's away from the plantation. The music might be different.
Man said, could be. Yeah. Well, look. Yeah. I mean, obviously, they say that there's some kind of curse that come with that situation there. Yeah. So
men be getting fucked up. The only person that hasn't is Travis Scott. Really, his is just kept leveling up.
Yeah. True. But again, like I don't even want to do all of that because the thing is, there is enough evidence to suggest, like, to like make a good argument for the idea that they like anytime you get involved with them, it's like car crash, somewhere along the line, like it gets a bit mad. But again, let's bring it back, to Donda.
God.
Yeah, I'll listen to it 100%. I'll listen to it.
But we had a big one. We had a big one last week.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, I feel like we had a few big ones.
Yeah, but I feel like for the country, like,
I know.
One that come. I'm sure you will know.
Yeah, of course, 100%.
I'm sure. If you're listening to this, you probably listened in it. Dave, man.
Yep. We're all alone in this together, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, shout out as I think it's Fraser T. Smith. I'd presume he executive produced the album. Yeah. Stormzy and Dave seem to work with him quite frequently, and it makes sense because I know Kano used to do it back in the day as well quite a bit.
He's a good producer.
He's
a very good producer.
And do you know what? Yeah, the thing is, Dave deserves everything that he's achieved. He deserves every single thing that he's achieved because the thing is, some of the things that he says are kind of, some people say contradictory, or I would just say kind of like,
life.
Yeah, it's like there's parallels. Yeah, he some form of duality. Like he's not one way inclined. Like he's been about that life, but he also understands there's nothing to it. Yeah, like ultimately it's a bag of bullshit. Yeah, but this is where we landed. So like,
it's the experiences
that we've had. Yeah, the experience. Do you get what I'm saying?
You grow up then and realize this is not the lit. Even though you kind of always hear it, this is not the thing. But at a point, it's just a bit more of your life. Then it fades off for some people. For the people like him that realize, yeah, this is not the way. Obviously, things happen with like his family members and stuff, going in jail and that. So realized. So, but I understand why people would say they contradictory. But I don't know. I think maybe the people that have said it, maybe they just have had a different lifestyle.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess some people they're just fixated to one way of thinking. Yeah, like, yeah, I guess his character has multitudes. Is probably what the point I was trying to get to earlier with him. Like, he's not one dimensional. Yeah, he's not one dimensional. Yeah, and I feel like the wiser you get in this life, you tend to not become one dimensional. Yeah, like one way or the next. I don't have like some user guide for how you kind of unlock each level, but I feel like that seems to be the case. You can take into account that there's somebody else, somebody experiences something else completely differently. Do you get what I'm saying? But I feel like he bears his soul in a respectable way. I mean,
explain.
Like, he
I know what you mean, but
there was even a point. Yes, like I respect him for it, and the thing is, obviously, he's not the only person who's done it. I know I've even done it before, yeah, and I've heard other artists do the same thing before. Jay did it, yeah. Even to be fair, there's a point where black men make a point of saying, "Look, I recognize where I've not necessarily held you in the regard that I should have held you in." Black women, yeah, or a black woman, yeah, in their personal life, yeah, they've not held them in the regard that they should have done. Yeah, they understand just how much they're kind of sidestep or how they're made to feel. Because that's the thing. I feel like Dave he cuts through all the time. I think he executed it pretty well in terms of making it understood that he wants to listen more. He wants to be more understanding. He wants to be more helpful. He recognizes where he may have been at fault. He also recognizes and the thing is, some people might say like it's pandering to women or simping. But again, some people will say whatever they want to say.
Everyone has an opinion.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? But I don't know. I feel like it was quite balanced. Yeah.
I liked it.
And you can just hear that he has a much bigger hand in the overall production of his projects. There's more attention to detail. Like, you can't help but appreciate it.
The album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but not even just the album. Even Dave for having that kind of drive within music. He's making money from music, but he's one of the leading artists in the country because there's so much care and time that he's putting behind his projects. He wants to do more. He wants to explore more.
And you think that's why?
I think that plays obviously his lyricism definitely does. His honesty, yeah. But his attention to detail in terms of production overall, it cuts through.
I think he's like a young Stormzy, man. Even though they may not be the same age or kind of close, but I feel like I say that because Stormzy came out first, Dave came out after.
I don't think it's fair to put to liken the two.
In the sense of, I think the reason why they are so high, like why they are so established in this country, is lyricism and clarity. That's their core. Like that's what's made them really they're out of the box. Like they're above the rest kind of thing. And the people that are on the top, Chip, for example, clarity, mad. gets not as much, but he's just a bars man though.
That's not fair.
No, because there's some I can with him I can understand some people that it's like, yeah, I can't hear all of it. I can't understand everything that he's saying.
No, maybe that's not crazy, man. I get it. Like, I understand because if somebody just can't catch it, they can't. You can't knock them for not being able to catch something. Like, but at the same time, it's just like, what? Like, doesn't it sound cold? Do you not want to go back and then try and hear? Because that's how. That's how I
keep trying, but just not hearing.
That's crazy.
Did you hear what Wiley said at Eskimo? About Git and Rude Kid.
When was this? Recently? Or, no, what do you say?
Shut down the thing. Shut it down. Shut it down.
By saying what? What did we say about
This day, he's just never seen a performance like that before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's a 1 in a million, mate.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, no, I get you.
There is a difference in terms of clarity.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why them lot have gone real mainstream with it. It's because of their clarity. And their lyrical ability. Like.
I don't know. I think, again, attention to detail comes into play as well. But that's another reason why when you kind of put Gets out of that bracket, which I understand, again, it's not, I guess, just as a fan of his, that's why I said it wasn't fair, because I think his clarity like cuts through, yeah, and the lyricism, especially now, I feel like he even had a hunch in places for like being in his zone. Like you see he's in his bag, yeah, and then because he's so much in his bag, he might miss a bar for a second. And like he's got mad now because it's just like, no, I needed it to land
when he's
perfectly.
live?
Yeah, like radio or like doing sets or whatever. Yeah. So you can hear even in his execution now, you can hear the improvement. There's things land exactly where they're supposed to land. Bar-wise,
no, yeah, he's definitely improved.
Every bar, yeah, lands where it's supposed to land.
Grime, like 2005 onwards. Like that time compared to 2015 to now, he does sound very different. He doesn't sound different. His clarity has got way better. And just him improving how his words come out and stuff like that.
But let's not digress too much from Dave's album, yeah. Again, yeah, there was a few bits that I liked a great deal, yeah. In fact, let's go through the track list. Yeah. It
was a very serious album.
Yeah, but the thing is, I just appreciate it, yeah.
I appreciate the seriousness. I just wish there was a bit more bangers on there.
But we've got so many artists like in the country that do make bangers and hits.
I hear that.
Where are our storytellers? Yeah, and it's not even. I shouldn't even be asking that question because. And did you know what the thing is? This is the reason why sometimes you're like underground rappers and all this other stuff. They're like there's that common argument about like they talk about things of substance and it doesn't cut through and people aren't hearing it and this, that, and the other. Right. Yeah, no. Yeah, but the thing is, that argument to some extent is bogus because let's look at the States, for instance. Yeah, who are the rappers that are actually like who eat the most generally when they drop?
Drake. Is there Bug?
Does he do J. Cole, Kendrick numbers, Drake numbers?
Bug, no.
But all three of them are artists of substance. Some people can argue with Drake. Yeah, they can argue with Drake if they want to, but there's substance all over Drake's music. It just might not be the substance your conscious community or the hip hop purist or whatever you want to call
like
them.
It came out that way, like the substance, and then
no, but it's not. It's still there in places.
No, it's still there. But I'm saying when he came out, that was a 90%, 80%. Like it was a lot.
Yeah.
Focus on that. As time's gone on, he's gone a bit more away from it, but it's still there.
It's still there, yeah, and ever present. And when he look at what Lemon Pepper did, people are still doing Lemon Pepper freestyles.
No, sir.
Yes.
I didn't see that much.
Still. So, that I hope that's driven my point home to some extent. But yeah, going right back to where we was. Those artists over there, yeah, they're all men of substance in terms of the music that they provide, yeah. obviously substance is subjective, but still they're not just giving you necessarily the same thing all the time. Yeah, they'll cover different things and be honest and open and vulnerable as well. Is something that I've got to give them. I'm not saying it's just them either, but I'm just using them as examples.
Cool.
So it's no surprise that Stormzy and Dave, men who are prepared to talk about a bit more and bare their soul a bit more on music, it cuts through more because there's certain people that just want to hear more about a feeling. Yeah, like, and it's not it's not to say that everybody else doesn't, but it's just like it.
They do it different.
Yeah,
because not even different. They do it. Like, most people don't really do it like that over here, especially over here. People don't really see how this album was very talking about his past, talking about like things that's happened with his mum, just being very open about and transparent about his life, good and bad. You don't really get that over here.
You know what the thing is, I was sitting there thinking about it for a second, but the thing is, I feel like we do a lot more so now. Yeah, a lot of rappers, what they do is they'll say like one line or two lines that will hint to like, oh, shit's fucked up at home, or was fucked up at home, and then they just carry on past that. But you're supposed to understand that played a big part in this, and that's all I'm giving you, kind of thing. Or I might just drop it in different places. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not gonna take it away from other rappers, but again, it's just, I guess, it doesn't make sense sometimes, that argument about how music of substance doesn't cut through the most. It does. Yeah. It's just the other shit cuts through as well, and maybe there's more people doing the same kind of shit.
Yeah, there's more people that want that party.
Yeah, like
high tempo, like vibes music.
Or gang shit.
Yeah. That high tempo, it could be like drill, it could be grime, it could be UK hip hop kind of music. It all depends. But yeah, it was very serious. But I did appreciate that.
Yeah, no, I definitely appreciated it. And in fact, I need to go back to the track list.
I wanted like a couple more songs that were numbers songs.
What do you mean? Like they're gonna do numbers? There's songs that should do numbers regardless.
For example, the song that he done with Wizkid, that was a vibes. You'll hear that on the radio, or you'll hear it in a party or something. Lazarus, them two. Like, but other than that, I don't think there was anything really. Obviously, Clash. You'll hear Clash here and there. But other than that, I don't think there was anything really that's gonna be. It's only gonna be played like in headphones, in the car, in the house when you're cleaning. That's this kind of album, and I appreciate that. I just wanted it to be a bit more.
The tracks on the album that I fucked with, obviously I get what you're saying in terms of there not being songs that.
But I do understand where he was going with the album. I think I understand anyway. Just like it's a not it's a COVID album, but it's a all right, guys. We've all been struggling. We've all had a struggle. We're in it together. Let's just get out of it, kind of
something to relate to.
Yeah,
which is what you relate to it. That's what makes you like a song.
But again, I just feel like we need sometimes it's not necessarily we need hope, because that's like a really big statement to make. Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's not even that. It's just, I think for me, it wasn't even COVID related. I think obviously COVID played a big part in why everyone's had a bit more of a difficult time. Because for some people, COVID just heightened the problems they already had. Yeah, but
the title, I thought.
Yeah, but I feel like it was perfect.
Lockdown. Yeah, it is
perfect. Yeah, like we're all going through something, but we're going through it together. So like, yeah, kind of thing. It's the way I interpreted it anyway. Yeah,
I did the same.
Lyrically speaking, I pretty much appreciated the whole album. Yeah, like I appreciated what Dave was saying for the most part.
Yeah,
I appreciate
on it's mad.
Yeah,
the bars are
from start to finish. In the Fire was obviously Clash. I'm not surprised that was like the entry single. Yeah, it makes sense.
For it to start,
I like it. I like it, but I guess there's something about it. It hasn't caught me yet. Yeah, it's not a bad tune. I don't dislike the
Clash.
tune, but yeah. But it hasn't like proper caught me yet. In the Fire though,
I get that. It's kind of a song where it's like, it's good. This is good. But it's kind of what I expected from you two.
Yeah.
Like, if I heard Stormzy and Dave's doing a song, this is kind of it. It wasn't too much of a surprise. I'm also like the video more than the song.
Yeah.
To be honest, the video is cold.
Big flex. Big flex.
It was best though.
Yeah, big flex.
Fuck it, why not? Just in the Aston Martin factory and that. Just like you have them links.
Obviously, part of me wants to revisit the chip thing, but we did that last week. So we'll leave it. There, yeah. But I really
said In the Fire.
Yeah, In the Fire. Oh, bro. And this is what I'm saying, full circle. Yeah, I'm just gonna everyone did bits on it, so shouts to everyone on the tune. But Gets.
That's what I was last listening to as well.
Have you heard the tune, Slim?
Yeah, I have. Fire.
Yeah, Gets' verse is cold. Gets' verse is absolutely sick. You can't talk.
Moment of silence.
Revs has the same views as me when it comes to Gets.
That's his number one, man.
Lord.
Gets his sign his belly. When he sees him, he's like, sign my belly. Sign it, please.
I forgot about that. Sign my belly.
But
shit.
I understand it.
The man never jokers. Hey.
Gets is a whole different caliber.
Yeah,
when it comes to this.
Yeah, but like I said, everyone did bits. Gigs, Meeks, Manny, Fredo.
That's the thing. There's some, because I'm listening to on Apple Music, and there's some features that don't come up. So like In the Fire, there's nothing.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually seen everyone that.
I've actually had. What I want to know is I can't remember what song it's on. No, yeah, I do know what song it's on because that was my next favorite song. He got James Blake.
Yeah.
I was like, this is perfect. It's perfect. I'm not the biggest fan of the first half of the song. Yeah. But again, like I said, I appreciated what Dave was saying pretty much from start to finish. Yeah. But that second half, that run that James Blake was doing is typical of him, and I don't mean that in a bad way because that's what I appreciate from him. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? I appreciate that from him.
It made me smile when I saw that he was on there.
Yeah, Charles. And the thing is, the other day I was saying, and you know what, James Blake dropped something of his own, the other day. I think it was called like, is it Say You Will? My bad. Let me just see if I can find it again because I'm sure I did like it.
James
the other day.
You know.
I need to listen to it again though because sometimes I feel like with James Blake, you kind of need to listen to a song more than once to actually catch the groove of it. But once you've caught the groove of it, it's a groove.
Friends that break your heart. It's
called Say What You Will.
Okay. He's got an album coming up in September.
And that's not too far away, blood.
Friends that break your heart.
And Dave smashed it with the reference to the Color in Anything album as well. Yeah. I just appreciate those little things. He was saying that it's like you could ask James Blake, I didn't see the color in anything. Yeah. But he said it on that tune. I was like, well, I appreciate you, Dave, because I know you listen to that as well. Like I don't think like we're like a small group of people that listen to these people or whatever. It's just I appreciate when I hear somebody else's appreciation for somebody I appreciate.
Do you know what? I was distracted. Yeah, I listened to the album basically all weekend. Anytime I go in the car, I'm listening to it. But because I'm also driving, it's very easy to get distracted mentally. So you're hearing the music, but sometimes you're not really taking it in. Then yesterday and today, I was driving and I said, no, you know what? Concentrate on this. That's when you hear the bars. And then that's when everything changes for the album. If you're not really listening to it, you're like, yeah, no, this sounds okay. This sounds good. But that's as far as it goes. When you actually listen to his bars, because that is his number one thing, I think. The bars and the clap.
I like 20 to 1 as well. 20 to 1. 20 to 1.
Okay.
Yeah. It's behind me. Sorry, Dave,
Yeah,
I don't know
that
it that well
Don't know
yet.
the bars,
The
yeah.
tune, yeah.
No, the tune.
we'll
He
learn
hits
the
some
lyrics.
points. He does hit some points in that.
And I'm good with that as well, so don't worry. Give me a little while.
And the good thing about this album is you can listen to it loads of times. You listen to it
Good album.
like over a
as
couple
a whole,
months.
yeah. As a whole, as songs selected, very good album. You can listen to it from start to finish and not think, I don't really like this one, and skip a song.
Well, I mean,
You can listen to it.
when I'm in my mood to listen to what I like, I'll skip. There's a few songs of his that I'll skip. Yeah, I'm not
that's
gonna,
the same
I'm
with
gonna lie. Yeah, I put on my favorites and done.
That's the same with any album, though, isn't it? Like, you know, any artist you're gonna listen. You know, you're in the mood just to listen to the favorites. You know,
No, sometimes there's some albums where it's like it drops this week, it drops this Friday, so then the whole week listening to it, but then next week
You'll have
new
your
music
selected
comes
drops,
out,
yeah.
and then it kind of just goes on the back burner. You don't really go back to it. But this album, I feel like I will always go back to it
Yeah.
regularly.
But the other day I went back to Psychodrama.
Oh, okay.
I went back to Psychodrama.
it's like I was doing some work in the
that as
garden
well.
the other day and just threw it on. It's like, "Raw, Dave's new album out. Yeah, all
Yeah.
right, cool." Threw that on and just
that's the perfect environment. That
just listen to it,
sun's
yeah.
out in the garden.
you could just play. You know, you don't need to worry about, oh no, let me skip this song, car. I don't really like this song. No, you
And
just
then even
let it
like
play.
kids around, it's not too mad. His music, like
Yeah.
they're swearing in it, but it's not
Family,
too
family,
much.
yeah.
He's not talking about mad things, or if
And
he is, there's like
to some extent he's kind of
different little-
educating. He'd be educating, yeah, as well.
100.
Free Rivers was a really good educational song in my opinion. He looked at things from different perspectives.
Rivers.
So he looked at things from the Windrush generation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes,
The
hats
Eastern
off to him for
Europeans,
that.
I believe it was as well. Yeah,
Hats
that came
off to
over
him for
from
that,
their
man.
own, as well as people from the Middle East that are going through their own issues. Like he spoke about it from different perspectives. It's like he could have, and
Well,
I'll be honest, and this is not a slight to him. I did for a moment, I did question, maybe does he get too much? I wonder if maybe he gets too much aggro about speaking about black only issues. So maybe he decided, you know what? Okay,
Because
I'm
he
gonna
made a
give you
little
something.
statement about like, oh yeah, I know we were talking about black. Something along the lines of, yeah, I know we're always talking about black, yeah, but I got a white girl.
I think
So
it's more.
he did say something about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, as well. Yeah, like he said,
he
yeah, he's like, it
knows
was a
that.
bit mad, yeah, because I think she was Albanian, is what he said.
And
yeah,
then the
he's like,
family and
yeah.
blah, blah.
He's not on
It's
it.
based on his background of what he's been through. I think it's also being open-minded that it's not
Other struggles out there.
There's other struggles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you may have yours, but there's other people's
Everyone
as
has
well.
this.
Yeah.
We're all in it together, mate.
Yeah, we're all alone in this together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same
You know,
thing, man.
when you make songs,
No, I'm sorry. I had to get it right. Yeah, just because it's,
No, that's cool.
it's. I like what he did.
like, yeah,
overall.
when you
I
make
really did.
songs that fit your album name, you know,
You win.
you've it's come from the heart.
Yeah, you've captured something. Yeah, like
You know,
like an
you
image
ain't, you
of-
ain't just sat there and thought, I got a business plan. I'm gonna sell this dream. You've
Yeah, no.
actually spoken to people in your heart.
Sold a
That's what
story.
and that's what I meant when I
Stories.
said you can relate to it. It's not a case of, oh yeah, I've been through that struggle, but you hear it and you're like, yeah, I've sat there and had that same thought, that feeling.
Mm-hmm. Even if you ain't experienced it, you might
Exactly.
It might have
One of
been
your
a thought.
friends could have said something to you and you're like, bro,
Yeah.
get you. I get it. He gets you. Now I get you because he's told me, he said it in another way that I'm able to comprehend and understand.
Mm-hmm. See,
Have you got a favourite?
I got a favorite.
Oh, no.
In the Fire is well, it's between In the Fire and Both Sides of a Smile. Yeah, for me, I do like 20-1. I like Heart Attack. I like Survivor's Guilt.
Yeah, I like them too. Hard
I
Time.
don't really like Lazarus and System, but
They are the bangers. But different types.
yeah.
See,
yeah,
like I was talking about earlier, like those System, to be honest, I feel like it's always good.
I like the beats. It's just sometimes I just don't. The bars between both of them doesn't necessarily get me all the time. Yeah, when he does like the more Afro beats, Afro swings
See, in them songs, I'm listening less to
location. Obviously,
the lyrics.
was you can't deny location. Obviously, from Psychodrama, but no one can deny that tune. That tune is actually. I feel like a UK banger. Like I feel like you have to say that. You have to put that before it because it is a worldwide banger, but it's from the UK. Like in my opinion, it's just got that. It's a British feel to it, but it's a British banger.
Location.
Yeah.
UK don't get it.
Even though Burner's on it, but I just feel like because of how Dave spits and that same clarity as well, it just feels so British, but British summertime.
Okay. See, I think like say with System, Wizkid made the song. I don't know if he actually made it. I'm not saying that, but like if it was someone else, I think the song would be totally different and a bit dead. I don't think they've done that much on it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get you.
And then
he didn't necessarily carry
Lazarus,
that song a great deal.
the person, Watch, B.O.J.
So you feel like Dave was the feature on the track?
Kind of, yeah. Because it was such a Wizkid sound song. So like it was matched for him.
So you wouldn't be surprised if when Wizkid brought out a mixtape or an album, that same track would be on his
same sounding, like a similar.
I don't think they would release the same song on. The
same song.
Not on albums. When
maybe not an album. No.
Yeah, if he had a mixtape out, then maybe you might see something like that, like a reference or whatever. But I feel like the days of that happening now are
kind of gone.
Yeah, they're almost done. Yeah, or if not done.
But I like Lazarus. Lazarus is cool.
I can't remember how. Oh yeah. I can't remember exactly how Lazarus goes. But in the fire, I'm sorry. Woo. Even the beat, I just loved what they did with the sample, everything. Yeah, it was, and just part of me feels like we just don't get that enough. Yeah, where it's just bare man. Yeah, like, and it doesn't feel like there was even a theme behind like the people that he chose. Obviously, I don't know if he's featured with Meeks Manny before, but I know that he's featured with Fredo twice, Gigs a few times.
And it's definitely different versatility.
Has he had a feature from Gets?
Very versatile.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think he has had a. No, I don't think either are featured either way.
Okay, so it's Fredo.
That was the first way.
Fredo and Meeks.
First time.
Gigs and Gets.
First time with him and Meek, but again, I just feel like there was.
I think that was the first time.
There was no real like.
I don't think
he didn't. To me, anyway, maybe in his mind, because again, he's his own person, but it doesn't feel like there was like a style. Stylistically, he chose a similar kind of rapper each way. Like he just got different people.
He didn't get rappers that he could bounce off of. Got just different versatile. It was versatile.
Mm-hmm.
Different styles, different. Not to say genres, but to kind of was.
Yeah, just stylistically, how they
everyone
spit.
Has Fredo and Gigs been on a song too?
I don't think so.
Innit?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That I can recall.
So it is quite a unique.
Obviously, Gigs and Gets have been on
feature
features
list
together. Well, the thing is, to me, partially no, because between
even though they're
Gigs,
all like
Dave and Gets,
top tier, innit?
they're
gonna be.
So, all right, really and truly, I guess let's say Gigs and Dave have featured a few times between each way. Or maybe more so Gigs with Dave, I believe, because there was Peligro.
Gigs is featured with almost everyone.
Yeah, but he's featured with Dave twice. Yeah, there was Peligro, and then I think it's on Now or Never. They've got another tune together, but Peligro was my joint. Yeah, but
see, I didn't really listen to that.
I love when I see the UK.
What happened to them? That was the mixtape here. That bruv, that tape was fucking bad boy. Yeah.
What you was talking about? The other one, you know, there's that album, Gigs album, and there's a song with Gets on it.
Mm-hmm.
Something Down. I'm talking about. Run Them Down.
Run Me Down, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, this is what I'm saying.
That album, but I didn't really listen to it.
Creep on the rhythm like I'm venomous. Backyard full of skeletons.
I was driving the other day.
I already told you I'm skeleton. Them and are soft. You know, handled with care. Delicate. Hey, listen. Don't piss me off, yeah.
He's passionate about
blood.
Gets, bro.
Style and pattern, yeah. That's what I always say, yeah. Him and Kano, yeah.
I love that verse.
When we're really talking about, to me anyway, because this is how I grow in it, yeah. I grow where style and pattern was just a thing, like, you get me, like you either had it or you didn't have it in it, yeah. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And them two just, there's a forget even a Yardman, there's a Caribbean
Gigs as well.
Well, no, I was talking about Gets and Kano specifically, yeah. But arguably Gigs too. Yeah, arguably Gigs too. Yeah. But Gigs in his own way. But when I'm talking about bars and picking up flow, like speeding up your flow, then coming back down. Like the DMX thing. Yeah, you see like how DMX will give you that like more aggressive bar for a second and then it'll calm down for a second and then just keep it cool and nice. You get me? Yeah. What's it? Cool and deadly. Yeah, that's probably the best way to say it.
Cool and deadly.
Cool and deadly. Yeah. Trust me. Yeah, them man are cool and deadly. Yeah, and admittedly Gigs as well. Yeah, like I love that. Like I don't know if I said it on any of our podcast, our previous podcast. There are nowadays, if I am being honest, I do feel like there are moments where Higgs has got a bit lazy, in how he writes.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I've got bored of him.
Yeah, I do feel like there's places where he gets lazy, but then to me it doesn't matter because there are moments where Giggs, there's a role, like the way he leads up to a bar, yeah, I love it. It's like, to me it's flawless. It's just, I wish Giggs did that more for me.
Is that because I've got to a point where I'm like a bit samey with Giggs. But then because I feel like that, I don't hear everything.
Yeah. I hear you.
So then I might miss a mad one. Whether it's like a whole song that he's done or if it's a verse. Well, if it's a verse on someone else's song, I might hear it in the passing. But if it's his thing,
he's got that new thing out with Lisa Mercedes. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, and it's terrible. But I've been seeing it all over the gram. And the thing is, again,
is that English?
Yardman's, yeah.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, is it some English yardie?
Yeah.
Something like that. Properly.
Yeah,
but proper jammo.
Yeah. Oh, look at you. Yeah. But yeah, obviously, Giggs was doing his Yardman thing on the tune with
Miss Mercedes.
Yeah. Look at you. Yeah.
Miss Mercedes.
But yeah, obviously, where Giggs is concerned, like I said, I'm always gonna appreciate Giggs.
Yeah, do you know what? I'd love to see him bring out a project that is just fire. I just don't think I don't feel like I will see it again. I don't feel I will. I think people may, but I just don't feel I
don't know. I feel like growth here is interesting. Yeah, you see when or change is interesting. If something happened, with Giggs where he changed, and I'm not saying like changed in any way that I'm saying like he should change. He just changes for whatever reason. His music will probably change. Or what the angle he might want to come at. The sounds might be the same, but what he's saying might be different.
Imagine if he done an angle like Dave's album. I think that would be sick.
I don't know. I feel like
just going
Giggs does it in his own way though. I think Giggs does it in his own way.
Wouldn't you say Giggs has already brought change though already?
I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm just saying that
there's different
from that same flow he was always with, and then he evolved it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not disputing that. I do think he has evolved. I'm just saying.
He will evolve again.
Yeah, and that's what you mean. That's what I'm saying. It's like
age, different things. Different. But that's why I'd love to hear about his life, like him being a parent, for example.
He says it. He talks about it. He talks about it a lot these days, and that's another reason why I appreciate Giggs.
Yeah, he does.
As I said, maybe
there's a line.
Maybe I miss it because I don't listen to him as like often anymore.
Did you watch
and
Blue
some
Story?
of it was on socials as well.
I ain't watched it yet,
He did one of the tunes for like the soundtrack, for that film, and the tune was called "Dark Was the Case," and it starts off on a crud thing, and there's a bar in it, that just like I might not have enjoyed the whole verse, but the one bar is like, I'm like, I appreciate that, man. But there was a few in there.
Do you remember the bar?
The bar in the greasy side of the tune was something like, and because of animosity, I'm posted on the block, chilling with the what's it called? Yeah, but and then you had the at the end. Yeah, it was gigs. You get what I'm saying? I might have got that bar wrong, but I feel like I was close enough. Yeah. And then the tune started to change it. It had like a more of a, for lack of a better term, mellow feel to it. Yeah. And then he was talking about like his day, and he was like, I ring up my son. I said, when are you coming by? Then he said his son says he doesn't know. He was like, can you just make up your mind? Like, talking about just his interaction with his son, what he's doing with his kids, and like, and even on the gram as well. Giggs he's a dad on the gram more time. Most of what he's posting is him and his son and his daughter. True. Okay. And him with like, he's a big kid. Yeah, and that's another reason why I love Giggs, because he's into some of the same things, like the same way I was, like Dragon Ball Z and Marvel and these things. Like he got some sick Marvel Iron Man helmet that like actually like opens up like the thing, yeah, like brother. Yeah, and I like that about him as well. It's like he's not afraid, he is comfortable in his own skin. That's another reason why I don't even like he doesn't, me saying what I said about like I feel like he's got a bit lazy in places. I feel like he doesn't care. He's in his bag. Yeah, and I appreciate that about people. It's like, my opinion doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It's just me as a music fan. This is how I feel about the music.
But I still like his bag. I just think it just gets a bit tedious sometimes.
Yeah. No, I'm not even disputing that. It's just he will catch me with lines here and there, innit? But moving on.
He will always do that though. I think he'll always do that.
That's Giggs for you.
But moving on.
But yeah, move on from that, because there were other projects. Obviously, let's get to Avellino's, because I feel like there's not been enough mention of it. Yeah,
made little note.
That project was cold. Yeah.
The thing with Avellino, like I know
Ego kills.
I will always have to give him the respect of like lyrically, he can write a bar. Like he's sick of writing bars, but his songs don't really catch me, and I feel like that happens sometimes when I think artists are really good at, because especially UK, music has really stemmed from just bars, whether that's like ciphers from school times or grime, where it's just you're going on set and spitting off the dome whatever you remember. Whereas like say America's mostly based off songs. When you become an artist, you start making songs. And whereas like over here it's evolved to songs. So I think some people, for me, just don't really make songs that well. I don't know. Not that they make them that well. Can't say that. The songs don't catch me.
I hear you.
Personally.
I feel like Avellino is in his bag for now in terms of a formula for writing good songs. My thing is,
I can imagine he's written bare things as well, like on the low. I wouldn't be surprised.
What do you mean?
If like I heard like now 2 years down the line, whatever, that Avellino wrote this, wrote that.
Oh, okay, like,
I wouldn't even be surprised.
Well, I don't know.
Imagine. Because his pen is strong.
Control, the tune. I don't know if that was the leading single from Ego Kills, but he put out a video. I haven't seen it yet with Notes and Young and for it, and I do like the vibe of that tune. That, again, it's got that kind of Afro swing vibe to it, and I appreciate it.
He's trying to make a comeback as well. Notes,
and I appreciate Notes' verse on there as well. It was cold. What was I gonna say?
I like the video to that song.
Oh, I see. I haven't seen it yet. It's not my favorite on the project. But yeah, I feel like he's found a good formula for making songs. Part of me feels like the formula is, and this is gonna sound so dumb, but the formula feels so good that it doesn't. And I don't know, maybe it's because I listened, it dropped at the same time. I'm going to get to it, It dropped at the same time as Dave, so there's a part of me that maybe is like kind of judging it off the back of that, Okay, but it felt so formulaic, if that's I believe that is the correct term to use. So like he understands the formula for making a good song, or a 6 song even. Let's not discredit him. So, of course, the project was good. Like, I like it. I'm just like, is there something about it that stood out? Is what I'm getting at about it, really. But it doesn't. The thing is, does it have to? Yeah, I don't know. That's and that's why I'm wondering. Am I judging it off the back of Dave's album? Because if let's just say for argument's sake,
things that stand out, when things stand out, that makes you grow a liking towards them.
Yeah. So he's proved. I think he's proven that. So does he have to do that every time?
No, he doesn't. But then that's where the difference of the opinions will come from, innit?
Nah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. But overall, yeah, there's a few tunes on that project that I liked from Avelino.
Even though I said all what I said before, that the songs didn't catch. There are still some songs on there that I like.
There's bangers on there, man. I like the entry tune, Demons. Like I said, I like Control. Pray was cold. Yeah, to be fair, what's it? Easy with Crept. I like that. So that was like a formulaic song in my head, yeah, to me, like from both of them. Yeah. And again, that's not to discredit them either, please. Let's not do all of that. It just felt so easily orchestrated that it was like, was there anything in them that
formulaic?
Like there was just they just understood the this is the beat,
plan.
This is exactly how we're gonna do the song kind of thing, yeah. And I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just I don't know. Maybe as somebody, I consider myself to be a songwriter. I'm not saying I can write like them. Yeah, so this is not me even. Again, it's just me understanding the craft maybe in a different way to maybe somebody who's just a music fan. Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
There's like intricacies in it.
That
I might not notice, but
and for me, I feel like I do notice them.
It's the game, isn't it?
Yeah,
and you're in the game.
Yeah,
where compared to being in the game and watching the game is two totally different things.
Exactly. So that's obviously that's where my opinion more often than not usually comes from. Yeah, when it comes to music, or at least barring anyway. Yeah. I liked Gorillas. I liked Ways with SL.
There's SL. Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, that tune was cold. But you know, in fact, yeah, I'm glad I got to that. Me and My Friend, with Wretch was my favorite tune on that project.
That's of course, Wretch has to be on there at some point.
Yeah. And I love the tune. Yeah, is so cold, bruv. If I'm gonna be honest, that's my favorite tune from out of all of the music that was released last week.
So,
yeah, 100%. Because the thing is, not to be all cheesy and mushy, but it's a real thing. Like, Lord bless me and my friends. I was thinking about you, man. Yeah, like I said, not to be mushy, but that's what I was thinking about. Like, Lord bless me and my guys.
It's like what Slim said, isn't it? Everything relates. Music when music relates.
You get me? Like, let's do our thing, innit? Like, and he's talking about some of the trials and tribulations his friends are going through or him, and I'm like, me and mine, we're humans, we're living. You get me? So things is going on, but we're still trying to push through. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, it was relatable. That's probably what it is. It's the most relatable thing. Like, I understand that more than ever now because we're all working so hard together to make certain things move. You get what I'm saying? So. Yeah, like
I need to listen to this album again. I think maybe also because it was just these two mainly that I was listening to. A couple other singles, but from Friday, this is all I've been listening to, innit? And Avelino's, I might have listened to the album top to bottom maybe 3 times.
Okay.
And for me, that's not enough for me. I need to listen to things good couple times.
Yeah.
To really start to get a gist, especially because most of the time I listen to music when I'm driving. If it was like I'm going for a walk and I'm putting my headphones in, might be a bit different.
Yeah,
I probably listen to it a bit less and get a gist, a bit better of a gist. But yeah, I'll listen.
Driving
to it
for me is the perfect time.
SL, though.
At this point, yeah, driving is usually the perfect time.
It is, but I know with certain things, say like Dave's album and Avelino, these are people that you really have to listen to.
Yeah,
you really listen to.
Yeah, true.
I like listen when I'm driving most of the time as well, but because of the type of artists these are, I know I need to
like,
take a second and really
pay a bit more attention
get
to
it in,
what a man's saying,
divulge it, and but I'll listen to that again. SL's really grown on me in like the last year and a half. Like lockdown, really grown on me. Before that, I didn't really. I would hear stuff, but I wouldn't really take too much notice. But he's
after Tropical, I was like,
and that's what it was. I went back and started listening to Tropical, because it came out a couple of years ago, innit? Or a year.
Do you know what? Yeah, and that's the sick thing about music. Yeah, that tune was like a I feel like it was just a calm tune, innit? Yeah, but that tune got me through like felt like a challenging time.
2017.
It felt like there was a challenging time. I think I heard it New Year's or some shit. Yeah, around that time, and I'm like, the tune bangs, but it was a challenging time. I was like, no, I like this tune bangs. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep playing this. Yeah.
Literally, it was like end of 2019. I was like, no, I actually like this song. This song's actually
tune's
cool.
bad.
And then I just got onto him from there.
Obviously, I followed for a while. Sorry. I followed for a while, like was listening to different tunes that he had dropped. And there were one or two that I weren't really feeling, so I kind of guessed I kind of didn't pay as much attention. Yeah. But obviously on Ways, he came again. And the same tune he did with Millions as well. I can't remember what the tune is called. Yeah, again, my apologies.
I've heard that. I might need to save that one.
That tune was calm still. I love the way that both of them handled that.
SL and Millions.
But
M1.
I feel like, again, I don't want to miss her at all. Yeah, Annie dropped her project as well, her EP, I believe it was called Under 25. And I admittedly, obviously, I'd heard about her for a while and I followed her. And I always, she's English, and I followed her and I'd caught clips in places, and I knew that bare people were paying black girls, and I believe I did watch it. And the tune is cold. It's just sometimes I take a while before I really like listen to stuff.
She's got a video to it as well.
I do believe so, yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if the tune popped off so much that she caught a situation to where she ended up doing so. Yeah.
So when did it start popping off, this song?
If my memory serves me correctly, but remember again, I could be off.
Or just for you.
For me, if my memory serves me correctly, it was at least within the last 2 to 4 months.
Oh, okay. So
it started going. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've only heard clips of the beginning of that song, like off socials, but I ain't really heard it. Well, I'm gonna listen to it. Actually, I'm gonna add it right now.
But yeah, it's cold, and so
I've heard her name like being.
Yeah, no, because she needs to be mentioned. I've been thinking about this for ages. Like, should I say it or should I not? But I'm gonna say it only because I feel like we need more. We need more of them. Yeah, I get Little Sims from her. Yeah, and I want more. Yeah, and it's not to say that Little Sims doesn't give us, because Little Sims gives us exactly what. Yeah, she's got her album coming as well. Yeah, like I've listened to a few of the singles that I've dropped on them. Yeah, like Woman Is Cold, featuring Cleo Soul as well, who is cold also.
Yeah, sick.
But yeah, I don't want to because she should be her own person, and as an artist as well. Again, I understand that you don't want to be likened too much to people, but at the same time, I'm likening her to somebody who is fucking cold. Like one of the best lyricists we have in the country, like arguably it. And no, I'm gonna take lyricist back. I'm gonna say artist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sims,
she's more than this. Like,
she's more than a lyricist. She's an artist. Yeah.
Slashes, mate.
So, again, I am likening her to Little Sims in that sense. Yeah. I love the way that she just handles hip hop. I love it, and I might not like every song, like it has replay value for me, but I appreciate her creativity. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So, shout outs to Annie on her under 25 project.
I'll give that a listen.
There was like interludes as well in there. I don't know if it was her mum? No, there was. Oh yeah, and she's got a video for Keisha's and Brenda's. Yeah, like
is that a song on?
Yeah, there's a song on the project. Yeah. I haven't watched the video for that yet, but I've saw a clip for it. and I appreciate. I've listened to the whole song, so I appreciate everything that she's saying in there, and it's some of the same things that we've spoken about as well. Yeah, like, yeah, I just like the way she handled. She again, bar wise, I appreciated everything, but in terms of replay value, like sound wise as a whole, yeah, I might not be captured with every
That's when
single
it's
song.
sonically something is a great song when you can listen back.
Because I feel like that needs to happen more often. We need to separate that sometimes. Like
that's kind of what
giving people their credit in terms of like what they're actually telling you, as opposed to what the whole thing sounds like.
With Avelino and Dave, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, just the song sonically, Dave can do it, but Avelino, like sonically, as a whole package song, they never really. Oh yeah, this is sick, and I just want to listen to it again.
I hear you.
There was a single, Jules, Jules, Wicked.
Okay.
It's got Nux, Samwise, and Edita. Like
I've seen that name pop up quite often, and I feel like it's been nothing but good things.
Bitch. That's a it's your birthday, bitch.
I might have.
That's
heard
how
it,
this song is.
Okay, so I don't think I've heard that, but I'll give
it.
This
song's cold though.
Send me the link for it.
And you know it's got Nux on it, so can't go wrong with Nux.
Also, obviously to take it away from the UK for a second, Young Blue dropped his album. You see my man.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, with that did what's it called again? Your Mind Still.
That song there. Yeah, that's it.
He dropped his album, and do you know what? There was one or two tunes that I liked. Yeah, he's got a tune with Big Sean, called Way More Close. Yeah.
Okay.
Or Stuck in a Box, even, yeah. I like that.
I saw it when it came out on Friday. I saw it, but it's Moonboy, innit?
Yeah, I think Dark Clouds. I liked maybe Old Days.
Look,
there was one or two tunes on there.
He's got the thing moving in that.
Yeah, you see, doing big things out there, lad. I'm joking.
Have you seen it all be moving in it?
What's that on
Apple Music? Yeah, he put some money behind it, man.
Also, there's I feel like I should mention it. Yeah, it's not new because it's from last year, but I don't see anyone else necessarily saying much about it other than the artist himself, which is Scully's Office. Yeah, he's from Ends. I'm not sure which part. Yeah, and the thing is, I used to see him on the way to work all the time. Innit, we just naturally never spoke to each other. He's quite cool with Exo Man. Yeah, shout both of them out. But he posted a tune on his story the other day called Get It. It's featuring Chink's Phase. Yeah, I've not really listened to Chink's Phase at all properly, but I liked it. It's got a nice vibe to it. Scully's Office.
Yeah. That's his name.
Yeah, and he's a swaggy youth as well. Like he's always like every time I used to see him, he's always got like just a different swag in it. Like it's not
what sort of
regular. Like
music does he like? If you was to classify it, what's sort of music?
Bugger.
Okay. Yeah. Thinking, what genre is that, man? Yeah. Cool.
Well, I didn't give you a genre, but I gave you an artist.
I was lost. It was me. But yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna add it.
Yeah, I really, that wasn't the right way to answer your question, to be fair, because you did say genre to me. But I was trying to think, who can I liken him to?
No,
like,
I didn't even say genre. I just said like, what box? Where would you classify? But yeah,
trap. But like,
once you said
some people they don't call. I've realized, but obviously, shouts to my family in the States. Yeah, when I was communicating with them a lot more frequently, when I was saying to them, like talking to them about the different genres that how we look at things, there, they was like, you lot like separated like hip hop, trap or whatever. To us, it's just hip hop, innit? It's all hip hop.
It's all the same thing.
And I get it. Yeah, I do get it. But
there's always subgenres in it.
If we're gonna separate things a bit more in terms of like when you're at a party or you're like it's an actual vibes you're running. You're gonna run tunes that, whether it be, it's not just gonna be based on the same tempo. It's also stylistically the songs are going to be set like similar for a segment, and then they'll move into another. Yeah. So where was I going with this?
Sky Americans that we separated. Americans don't.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I try not to nowadays, like, or I shouldn't say try not to. I always try my best to differentiate the genres, or like likening an artist style that an artist makes, style of music that an artist makes, to somebody else, is because, like, I've heard certain people call trap, UK trap, wave music.
Okay.
To me, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but people are just now gonna have their own names for. That's where we're at now as well. People have their own names for a genre. Like, it's not really defined. It's just does the person like it or not, and then they're gonna call it whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, no, that is true.
Yeah. So
some other Heady dropped a single.
Oh yeah, I think it was
Pound Sand.
Yeah. I do believe I listened to that.
It's very heady though.
Yeah.
But
of course, it's heady.
And he's true, isn't it?
But the thing is,
I like the Bob Marley segment at the beginning of the song where he's got a Bob Marley interview like, at the beginning of the song.
Oh, okay.
See what I was saying, where he talks about he's being interviewed and the man's asking him like, so are you rich? He's like, what is rich? Man said, you have a lot of possessions. That's not rich for me. It fit very well with the song. I liked it. I liked that he added that.
To be fair, I didn't even remember that.
Straight trap song, man.
Yeah.
But not trap drill.
Yeah.
It was just straight.
But I did listen to it, but I think, and it's not that I didn't like it. I guess I just haven't gone back to it again to like really appreciate the tune. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe because I got the subs in now as well, and it hits. Lovely.
It
hits lovely.
Yeah.
Like that and Roddy Ricch dropped
Is
Late
it?
at Night. He didn't drop a project. He just dropped
tune.
a song Late at Night. It's sick.
I feel like I might. Did I?
It's me in the morning, late at night, something like that.
I don't.
That's the sample that he uses.
Okay, no, I don't think I did. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go for that 100%.
I can't lie, it did get me excited because when I saw it, I was like, okay, he's starting his cycle now.
Yeah,
it's coming. Something's coming. The project's coming. So yeah, that got me excited for that. I don't know. Roddy Ricch is he's a talent, bro.
Yeah,
that. There's not that many of them. Talking about like American music wise, there's not.
I'm so happy for him for the way that please excuse me if I'm antisocial. Turned out for him. Yeah, like some people might have only listened to the box. Yeah, but the album as a whole had
a
lot of slaps on there, bro. A lot of slaps on there. That he, in my opinion, he really missed. Value. Yeah, I could play that album.
He never really misses.
That's what I'm saying.
He never really.
He doesn't really
even
miss.
Like at the end, that song "War."
Yeah.
But like the people say, "Oh God, that song."
And the thing is, I noticed something here. He was in the interview and he actually asked the interviewer, "Did you notice like how like on the album how one song transitioned into the next?" Like he was trying to see whether like they really paid attention to how much attention to detail he paid to his album. And I just thought I appreciated that.
He actually asked that.
Yeah, okay. I appreciated that because it's like he wants to see if people are not. What I interpreted from it was that he wants to see if people are really paying attention to that. The fact that he actually does care about this. Yeah, like sonically, it might sound similar to everything else that's going on out there, but he's pouring a bit more time and attention into what he's doing. And I don't know, I guess by the sounds of things as well, he was under the tutelage of Nipsey. Rest in peace, Nipsey. Yeah, so that says enough in itself as well. I'm not being funny.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone that he got close enough to has changed
Meek,
them significantly.
It was him and Meek that like found this stuff, put it on their Instagrams. It blew from there. From there. Mainly,
and
it
to
was
be fair, I feel
Meek,
like
though.
Meek's tutelage as well would be good too. Like people will give Meek his slack for different things that he does or whatever. But I feel like Meek is not stupid. Yeah, he's not stupid. He doesn't like not saying what he thinks when he wants to say what he thinks.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all.
Like,
you can class some people as stupid for being that way, but we're living in a time where it's like people, freedom of thought is policed. Yeah, and I'm not knocking it in its entirety, but I don't think Meek necessarily says anything that too far left. He just says things that the culture are a bit like, why are you talking kind of thing. That's the kind of impression I get.
Yeah. He don't say anything too mad, but he just talks to talk sometimes.
Yeah.
And
but
that gets people in their feelings.
Or they just want to mock him for it. Yeah. Like that seems to be a common thing as well. But like, and I haven't always been the biggest fan of Meek. Yeah. Like, so I'm just going to like put that out there. I'm not saying it like I stand.
See, when he comes,
I've had to learn. I had to learn.
The freestyle. Oh.
The Flamers flow, yeah.
Oh God.
That freestyle is too short, bruv. Too short.
Then what? He dropped another one before that, innit?
One that he did last year that got me as well is like really simple. I smoked YouTube beats too or something like that. That beat, yeah, and a few men have jumped on that as well. And a few men have jumped on Flamers Flow as well. Tiny Boost did one. Ambush did one as well, yeah. But I didn't really feel the Ambush one. The Boost.
See, when you said Ambush,
Boost has
I
been
thought
charging,
it
yeah, bruv. Like, and I wasn't a fan of Boost either in the past, to be fair. Like, I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Like when anytime I heard him on Giggs' project, to be fair, because I don't think I ever really listened to any like PYG projects if they had any back then. But pretty much since Boost has been out of jail, yeah. He, like in my opinion, he's been charging. Like he's been
going. Like, he's definitely been going.
He's coming, yeah. Like in my opinion, yeah. Like he actually is.
From when he said Ambush, I thought, that would probably be sick.
I'm not saying it was bad. I just again, I'm not the biggest fan of Ambush anyway. Like obviously, was it Jumpy? That was his first. As far as I'm aware, anyway,
he's
the first
a
banger.
Problematic guy, though, man. That's the only issue with him.
But it's not even necessarily even just that. It's not necessarily that to me. It's just again, it's just about music hitting. Yeah, for me. I just haven't heard anything that really hit except for that Jumpy tune.
Yeah, it didn't. Not really resonates. So I don't.
But yeah, Booster's definitely been charging. What were we talking about prior to that? Yeah,
how did we get to Boost? Oh, Meek.
Yeah, Flamers Flow. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. I also had a little Bashment song.
Is it?
Yeah. This Rajan and King.
Yeah.
The song's called Glue.
Yeah, send me that. I'll check it out.
Big up you that I took it from. Real skin, but I do like that. Do you know what? I never get really fine Bashment, but I never look for it, to be honest. Like Bashment dancehall, but all of these new names, these new people, yeah, I don't know. I don't hear it.
Do you know what happened? Yeah, on my Apple Music app, yeah, it said that Chip released a new tune, and then when I opened it, like the artwork looked a bit funny, and the name of the tune looked a bit funny.
In it. I know,
and it wasn't him, and I was just like,
I saw that. But
what is that about?
Sango dropped as well.
Is it?
Do you see Sango and? Oh, they're not here. I can't remember. It was like Sango and someone else anyway, on the project together.
Okay.
Wildo. Yeah, it's called Lake Effect.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of Wildo before. I think I've heard one or two of Wildo's bits as well. Like, more so as a feature. I started
listening to that. I haven't listened to all of it. That was alright.
Okay.
The production is sick, but Wildo, I'm a bit. I don't know if I really like you.
I showed you about Don Toliver, right?
Yeah. I ain't
Do you listen
really
to
listen to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on, suggest me something. What
Well,
would you
I've
suggest
got
of?
bare to suggest, but he put out something recently with
Project-wise.
Kali. Was it Kali Uchi or Kali Uchis? I'm sorry if I'm. Again,
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying it like they're gonna
Drugs
see this.
and
I doubt
hella
it, but still,
melodies.
just in case.
Did you? Drugs and hella
It's
melodies.
a clash.
Drugs and hella melodies.
Yeah,
That's what
drugs
you're
and hella melodies.
But project-wise, Heaven or Hell, is that good?
Not for me really. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there was 2 songs on there that I really liked. Outside of that,
Donny Womack.
yeah.
That's your thing.
There's a
He's
couple
only got 2
slaps on there.
projects.
Yeah, but
Actually,
do you know?
he
He
ain't really been around.
do you know when
too
I
long.
heard how I first heard of him? Obviously, it was through Travis. Yeah, because he's on. From what I understand, Cactus Jack Records, isn't it? That's Travis's label. Or what
You can see it though,
to start one,
and
yeah.
hear it.
Yeah,
There's bare.
I love
Travis.
I love Don Toliver's cadence. Yeah, it's for me it's reminiscent of like a certain style of 90s R&B. There's different artists from this generation that sonically they remind me of, and I'm not saying they sound like, but there's something about their cadence that just cuts through differently, like, and it reminds, I don't know, it feels right. It feels like it's supposed to, it was, yeah, it's just reminiscent of the 90s to me. Yeah.
Okay.
And Don Toliver's voice does that. Yeah. But
What songs really slap?
the tunes for me when obviously on Travis's and that was one of my favorite albums of 2018. I believe it was Can't Say on Travis's Astro World album is where I first heard of him. Yeah, and I was like, bruv, this voice is just different, bruv. What's going on here?
He's got a lot of songs though.
Yeah.
Even though he don't have much.
What's
projects.
it on Donny Womack again? Hold on. Let's just go to the project. I think it's called Bang Bang, yeah. That tune, yeah, it's too quick, but then I've realized those tunes stylistically,
Bang Bang,
are they're meant to be quick. It would seem anyway. Yeah. But
because of the style.
when I get a sub,
yeah,
when I put a sub in my sub, yeah,
because of your style of it, it's meant to be quick.
Yeah. I feel like
a short song.
Yeah. Because every time I find a song that reminds me, that I get that same kind of feeling from, they're always like a minute and a half, 2 minutes long.
What style is it? You can
if I can
describe
give you
it.
I don't think I can describe it. I feel like I'd have to give you a song.
I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
I'll just take a
do
look.
that. Yeah. He's got other tunes on that.
Might be people that might not have really delved into like his work.
Too tough.
So I thought it'd be good for you to explain it, help other people.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I should do a bit more due diligence to the people listening. But you've got streaming apps on YouTube now. You can check things for yourself.
Just shut up.
Oh shit, mate. Okay, no.
Mate. Sometimes, guys.
But yeah, there's a couple tunes on that. But
okay.
I think for today we should probably like sign out.
That was good enough.
Yeah, but again, guys, give us your feedback. Let us know how we done.
Listen, watch,
all
stream,
of that. Subscribe.
Listen.
Well, that's an important one. Yeah.
All right. We got to get numbers up.
Yes.
Like it, share it with your friends, share it with your mum. Them things.
The whole lot. But yeah, we'll be back again
next week.
Hopefully, there's some more music to drop. But even if there isn't, we can, start rolling out some bits that we've been talking about. Yeah, because there will be more. Like I said, we said it in pilot episode. You will be getting segments, so don't worry. It's not always just going to be reviews of albums that have just dropped. So just work with us. Work with us, and we'll work with you. You get it. But on that note,
larger, slim as well.
Yeah, trust me.
Back.
You know this. Yeah, Unclassified.
He's just there smiling.
But yeah,
we're
signing out.